Hey, what's up everybody? Got another Arcade1up modification video updates here as I've upgraded, revised, reamped all the images on here. So if you have downloaded any of the 4 machines that I have modified, you may want to re-download the new images, as they're a lot better, they're organized, and a couple improvements. I tweaked a couple stuff and fixed any type of issues that may have been in the previous images. So check those out. I'll have all the images in the links below in the description part. If you haven't checked out the Street Fighter video, make sure you check that out. I go into detail explaining all the updates on here, the game collections on here that's been inputted on here to help categorize and organize this better. I upgraded all the controls. Everything should be updated on here, and fixed any type of issues that may have been in the prior images. So here's the Street Fighter, as you guys seen before. It's got the Capcom at home arcade, 16 games on here. The final fight, huge Street Fighter, 16 games and 13 games in total here on the Street Fighter, and the X-Men Marvel on here. So check that out. Like I said, that I have a whole video on that, and showing you guys how to, all these images you guys could customize, edit to your likings as far as what collection, how you want to organize it, how many games you want in total, and all that. So let me show you the 3 on here that I've updated. Number 1, the Rampage. This one got a big update here. I had a couple messages on here. A lot of guys like the 3-player mod I did on this one. But there were some on here that messaged me that wanted, because I did not include any of the stock, besides Rampage, the other stock games on here, to include those along with the 3-player. So that's what I did here. As you can see, I got the theme going here on this one as well with the collection set. This one was difficult to do, but I finally got it to work. I'm very pleased with the final outcome on here. I'm going to show you guys on here what I'm talking about. So we got like a Midway Classic, which basically I categorized like my top 10 3-player arcade games. These were on the prior images: Battletoads, Cadillac, and you guys could, like I said, you guys could edit this, to whatever you guys want your top 10, because there's more than 10 games on here. If you go to old games, there's definitely a lot more than 10. So you guys could change, or if you want to lower the list to top 6, but this is the one that got changed. I added in the Rampage, which has the 4 stock games. Rampage was always fine. This one was tough to do because, as you know, Joust has player 1 here, and then player 2 all the way here, which is the player 3 technically. Now I could have just rewired it, but then all the other games would have got messed up. And I mean, you played Rampage and Ralph would be here. I didn't want to do all that, so but I finally got it to work. Let me bring that up. You're gonna have your splash screens on all the games on here, all the mods, showing you guys the controls, what's what, how many buttons. So let me put up 2 players on here. And basically, here's your player 1 joystick, and your player 2's right here, So they're both working how they're supposed to be on here. Once you get to exit, those 2 buttons right there, and that brings you back. On the Gauntlet, now I was debating whether to do the 2-player like this one is, but I decided to go with the 4-player version, although you can only play 3 on here. But you're gonna get 3 to play this as a 3-player. So basically, the 4th, the elf, is not gonna be in the. You're not gonna be able to pick the elf, but you get to play this 3-player. So basically, I'll put the coins in here for all three. So as you can see, we can move all three of them, but you just don't get the elf. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the description. Should I put this back to a 2-player so you get to choose the character, but you're only going to get 2, or keep as is? So I'm still debating that. I might revise the image just to do that, to put the 2-player in, but I don't know. 3 is better than 2, right? And then this one, this was the pain in the ass one here, the Defender. Trying to use all the buttons on here. As you know, the biggest problem on this one was the Defender, just because the control layout. I mean, it's difficult as it is, but originally they had the thrust and reverse here, where you have up and down. It was pretty hard to do. I mean, then you had your fire all the way down here. So when you had the spark bomb, you had to go over this. Initially, I wanted to put the thrust and fire here, but your hand's kind of slanted. It's kind of awkward. It's hard to do. I did include that if you want to do thrust and fire here, but I put thrust and fire up here. So thrust, fire, and you got your smart bomb in hyperspace. I think that works out the best on here, because it's a 1-player game anyway. So you got your coin, start the game here. And then thrust and fire side by side with your smart bomb and hyperspace. So let me bring it up. You take a look at the image, what I'm talking about. So basically, yeah, thrust, fire, smart bomb, hyperspace. I did put this on here as well as a thrust and fire, just in case if anybody wants to use it here instead. But you put the coins in. So basically, up, down here. Now reverse, either one of these is fine. You know, so you could press either one for you to be able to reverse. And so I didn't want to do any other buttons here. I wanted to leave the left as is on that. And then here's your thrust, here's your fire, smart bomb, hyperspace, and like I said, you could even do it on the right if you wanted to. So whichever one's more comfortable. I like it up here. You know. I think it's the best you're gonna get with this type of control here. It definitely makes Defender a lot better to play on here. So, so you're getting that plus the you know, even if you're not looking to modify, you know, adding all these games, just that mod itself on there, getting the Defender right, you know, having more players on Gauntlet, plus you don't have to deal with the Gauntlet glitch, you know. Or it freezes. So if you just wanted that, there you go. You got the Rampage here. But you know, I love this cab mainly for the 3 players here, especially Battletoads. It's my favorite one on here. But it's a great image here. So that's that. On the Pac-Man, we did the same thing. We added the Pac-Man image. I even put Frogger on here. That's mainly what I play. If you guys don't want Frogger here, like I said, you could just remove that collection, hit the start button, go to game collections, and take the check mark off. But these are the 2 main I play. If you go to Pac-Man, you have all the Pac-Mans here. And like I said, you could remove if you don't want any some of these. I mainly just keep Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus on mine, but you got those. You got your Frogger. Then you could go to All Games. All Games has pretty much everything. There's Crush Roller there, Ladybug, you know, even Cuber. So if you don't want Frogger, if you just want to leave it as Pac-Man and All Games, you could do that as well. So that's that. That's been updated. Big update here on the Donkey Kong. I wanted to, so you could access right away all 3 Donkey Kongs, and that's that. You know, so you want to play that, and then you have your All Games. It's actually 16 in total on here. You have Burger Time, Dig Dug. You know, Mr. Dude's Castles on here, Popeye. So they're all 4-way games with the 1-button setup on here. So that's the Donkey Kong machine. So yeah, so like I said, all 4 images on here have been updated. check that out. It's in the description part. And I also wanted to, this video, I also wanted to let you guys know what I'm going to be doing, what to look forward in the upcoming weeks, what the next mods will be. I have the Space Invaders machine coming in this week, so I'm going to work on that one, which I'm going to make actually a couple images on just that machine alone. There'll be two separate images, a Galaga and the Space Invaders. They're both going to be the same. It's just gonna they're just gonna use different images when you load the game up. So we'll have the control pad indicating for that cabinet. So I'm gonna do one where it just has the two-way games, and it basically combines Space Invaders and Galaga into one. I'll add Space Invaders 2 probably on there, plus other two-way games like Mappy, Circus Charlie, the End. That'll be all on there. And then if guys want to take it further, I'll have two other images. If you now, most of my images here, I mean all of them so far here, we haven't had to do any modification as far as drilling holes or anything. But since it's just such a minor cut on that, it's just allowing the joystick to go up and down as a four-way as opposed to two-way. So, and you have these dust covers on there that will cover, so it's there's room for errors. You don't have to be so precise, so that's why I'm allowing. So guys that want to make that adjustment, it'll be a big update, because you're not only going to get the two-way games, but also all the games that's on the Donkey Kong. So if you, let's say, can't afford or don't want to get the artwork, you could change the Galaga or the Space Invaders in the four-way games. So I'll put Pac-Man games, the list that you see on Donkey Kong, and that'll be all on the Space Invaders / Galaga mod. The other one I did purchase today, which I'm just waiting. It's gonna take a couple days to arrive. The Final Fight cabinet, that's on here. So I'll be removing this off my list here. Now, I wasn't gonna get that one, but because of the price, I just could not pass it up. They have it for $150 on Walmart. So anybody that's looking, that's 50% off the original price. So, and that's real good considering the artwork, the monitor, the cabinet itself that you're getting for $150. And I was debating on this, but I do want to get that. I'm going to make I have some good ideas on that one to throw in. You have the Final Fight, the Capcom series on there. It's a two-player. And I'm thinking about throwing other brands like Konami games on there, Jackal, Life Force, Contra, Russian Attack. I mean, Konami had so many great titles. And plus other brands like Data East I'll probably put on there with Bad Dudes, probably Sega, Shinobi, Altered Beast. So it'll be a great cabinet, maybe even Double Dragon. So I think I could do a lot of good stuff with that Final Fight cab. So that'll be the mod there. And then once I'm done with those two, I still got to do these. I want to do the spinner mod for the asteroids and the trackball game mod here with the centipede. This was initially going to be Donkey Kong, but I like the artwork here. I didn't want to cover it up on that, so I decided to keep it instead of getting the 12-in-1, converting this into a 12-in-1, because I feel I could do a much better job as far as the game list goes. There's no 6-in-1 trackball game, so I'm gonna add those two on this one, plus other sport games like bowling, golf games, even like horseshoe. So that one will be good on the centipede. And then the asteroids, I'll change this to a 6-in-1. So I'll get the other two spinner games. Plus, I'm gonna add in a lot of just button games, because even like Space Invaders, Galaga, where it's a two-way as buttons on here. Like Phoenix uses the left and right, and the two buttons on the right. So you'll have the button games plus the spinner games, you know, just games like Breakout, Arkanoid. So this one's going to be real good. So those two probably next upcoming week. So that's the 4 mods that I'm going to be doing so far. I know a lot of guys asked about the Turtles one, seeing how Rampage came out so great with the 3-player one. Eventually gonna get that. Just right now, I don't have the money for that with the holidays and all. I'll wait on that for the price to drop on that. Probably after I'm done modifying my machines, I'll eventually get that and bring you guys the 4-player mod on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, if you download any of these images, what your opinions are on them, and if you're looking forward to the upcoming new mods I'm gonna do. Which one are you excited most about? That's about it. Any questions, comments, leave in the bottom of this video. Signing out, guys.